loading snacks.
What it do, Loading Snacks Universe? Your boy New Joker. We are right here still, MAGFest 2016, and still alongside me, I got
Coop.
I got Gage, and
Sin.
and we're gonna bring you something very special right now. I'm gonna introduce you to.
Dave Hernley, I'm the creator of Starship Horizons.
So, we actually just had the honor of going in here and actually playing this and giving it a shot. And boy, did we have so much fun in doing this. So, if you could do me a favor, give everyone at home a little bit idea of what it is and how it works and how everything's gonna look about it.
Fair enough. Well, what it is, it's a Starship simulator. The idea is that you have a crew, like these guys here, getting together and playing the various roles in a science fiction bridge on a starship. So you have your captain, your science officer, your tactical officer, communications officer, and we've also got engineering and medical coming as well.
Oh.
So you can have up to 7 people play in a casual experience at home.
Co-op. Yes,
We love co-op.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I just want you guys to know that we won, by the way. Like, we
Absolutely.
Wait,
our
what
mission.
was the score?
100%.
I know what the score was. I saw it. Y'all took care of that.
We failed once, but then we got it together.
Yes.
It was fun.
So you didn't have to say that. You could just say you went out on a high note. See?
So,
yeah,
I
go
guess
ahead.
tell us a little bit like where like the idea, where did it come from? Of course, we get the idea of the start, the bridge simulator and everything, but like where did the idea completely really come from?
Just being a science fiction guy. You know, I was a big Star Trek fan as a kid. You know, watched when I was growing up, Wrath of Khan was a big deal, and you had the ship-to-ship combat.
Oh, we peep Khan in there.
We took Khan out.
But you know, and I've always been a computer guy. I've always been a developer. That's always been my thing. And I actually took a shot at this briefly in the 90s. I actually kind of started the project up. I even have a screenshot up on the website that shows like a really old school looking simulator where I was trying to mess with it, but the technology just wasn't there yet. So I just kind of put it on the shelf and said, yeah, it's a great idea, but it's not going to work, you know. And so later on, ran it and saw some other people were doing similar ideas, but weren't going as far as I wanted to. I really wanted to see a simulation where you actually felt like you were on the bridge. Every one of the crew officers had specific roles that they had to deal with in situations, and there was a mission structure that gave you objectives, primary, secondary, tertiary objectives, objectives of opportunity that might pop up along the way depending on who your comms officer talks to, and really get into it and be able to create these scenarios that were really in depth. So whether it was a single mission or with the final version of the game, a full campaign. You know, imagine like D&D in space, where you can actually have your friends over every Friday night. Somebody brings the chips, somebody brings the beer and pizza, and you play for 5-6 hours through a 100-200 hour campaign. And your ship is your character. You grow the ship as as the plot moves along and things occur. So with that, you were talking about co-op. Well, you're going to be able to do multi-bridge, whether it's ship versus ship, or co-op where you're 2 ships together going on the same mission, or it could be a mixture. It could be 2 ships versus 2 ships, or you could go a step further. The game engine supports the ability to basically create any type of ship you want, like a carrier, which the Horizons itself is a carrier. It has fighters on its own, right? Well, you could play a fighter too. So you could have throttle, joystick, your monitor in front of you, maybe a couple of tablets for your cockpit controls, right, for your weapon loadouts and stuff, and a single person play that craft, but that craft is housed on the Horizons. So the comms officer will say, all fighter craft launch when ready, and they launch off the Horizons, and now you're playing together with different ships with different styles and goals in the same scenario.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure by now everyone now is like, how would they get their hands on something like this or be able to play this right now? What are we looking like on that?
Okay, so we try very hard to take it to conventions. We've been doing that for about a year and a half as we've been developing the product.
Okay.
We're going into alpha literally next week. So as we're recording this next week, we'll be going into an alpha. The alpha is a closed alpha for phase 1, but don't worry, everybody. We're actually going to have a public beta occur right after that.
Awesome.
And then after the beta takes place, we'll kind of do any fine tuning. We're going to do a final Kickstarter as the final stretch to go ahead and then go to release. And we'll put it on Steam. It'll be available for download.
There we go.
And something that really important I want to tell everybody, gamer-wise, because the question gets asked a lot. You only need one copy of the game to play as an entire bridge.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. So,
Wow.
yeah, that is awesome. So for the last thing, if you could do us a favor, just let everybody at home know, where we can find any more information, where we can find you guys at Facebook, Instagram, any media that you guys have.
Sure, we're on the normal suspects. We're on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But the key areas to look for are on Facebook at Starship Horizons. You can just type that in and it'll find it right away. And StarshipHorizons.com. We have a full forum set up there where a lot of people who want to mod the game and create other universes are already asking questions on how they can do various things, create other particular science fiction universes that we may or may not know about for the mod community.
Right.
And that's the other thing is the game is built to be modded from the ground up, so an entire universe can be created. Yep.
Wow, that is awesome. Well, I appreciate you spending time with us. This was an awesome experience just from what us and we got our hands onto. I'm looking forward to getting this in our house.
I agree.
And being able to play
I
this
agree.
game. But until then, guys, bring you something else here. Coop, Gage, Sen, Lodi Snacks. Yo, we out.
Loading snacks.